to episode 10! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Moments of Hope. Today I want to tell you the story of when I flew a plane over Orlando. Now don't worry, I wasn't on my own. I'm pretty sure if I was on my own, I wouldn't be here to record this moment of hope. But I was up there with my friend Tom. Tom is a commercial pilot. He was in the military flying planes, and then in his retirement he used to fly this 2-seater Cessna up and down and over and around Central Florida. On a number of occasions he invited me to come with him, and I loved it. I loved the peace and the quiet and the space and the views. A number of times Tom let me fly. Now I don't think he actually took his hand off the yoke or took his eyes off the instruments or his feet off the pedals. There were a couple of times when I was actually flying. It was an exhilarating feeling. And as we did this more and more, I got more familiar with where we were in the air because of what I could see below me. There are times when we flew over the church, we flew over the kids' schools, we flew over Lake Eola, we flew over the Epcot Bowl, and we saw the Princess Castle at Disney and some of those kind of things. And I was able to identify where we were by the landmarks that I saw below me. And one time I remember we were flying out west towards Ocoee down the 408 and getting near to Good Homes Road, and that's a path of road that I've driven on many times, and I know my way around there. But from about 3,000 feet we looked down and there was this green patch of land, probably several acres. As I remember that in my mind, and as I followed the directions, that had taken me to a cemetery. But from the air, this cemetery just looked like an empty field. And I was confused, because I'd been to that cemetery many times. I conducted many funerals from that very place. But from the air, it didn't look like a cemetery, it just looked like a piece of green grass. Then I realized what was happening. The only way that we can identify a cemetery as a cemetery from the air is by the gravestones. But when you're looking down on the gravestones, you don't see the gravestones. It was almost like from the air, death had been removed from that place. And that got me thinking, our great God, who lives and is exalted in the highest of heavens, has a very different perspective of death than we do. For us, we mourn and we grieve, and we bury and we scatter ashes, and we establish gravestones. A reminder that someone was and isn't anymore. A reminder that someone is gone. But from heaven's perspective, heaven doesn't see death like we see death. In fact, Jesus had a completely different perspective on death. He said that if we're in Him, if we put our faith in Him, when we die from this earth, it's just our bodies that die because our spirits live on in heaven with Him. Jesus said that death isn't the end. It's just a transition. The death as we experience it here is just a passage to eternal and full and abundant life with Him. There are so many things that we worry about as humans. But undoubtedly, The number one thing we worry about is our own mortality, our own death. But Jesus has a different perspective on death. It's not the end, it's the beginning. It's not a conclusion, it's a start. It's not a loss, it's a gain. We landed, and a few days later, I was driving out to Ocoee down Good Homes Road for a funeral service. And that cemetery was still there. The headstones were in full view. But this time, as I drove in, I remembered that God has a very different perspective on death than we do. What we see is an end, as a loss, as a gravestone. He sees as a new beginning, a new start, in an empty field. The good news of the gospel of Jesus is that because Jesus, our Savior, overcame death, as we submit to Him and put our trust in Him and follow Him, we too overcome death. You can see death from our perspective, which is rough and tough and hard and painful. But I choose to see death from God's perspective. A new beginning and a new hope. I hope you too will start to view life from God's perspective, because it provides a whole lot more hope than life does from our perspective. Thanks for listening today. If you've enjoyed this moment of hope, I would encourage you to like and share it. And I hope you have a great day. That you stay safe. That you'll change your perspective where you need to. And that the God who loves you will also bless you. Take care. I look forward to seeing you real soon.